Alright, you guys, it's Jay back here with Fight Pulse breaking news. Floyd Mayweather Jr., Manny Pacquiao 2, the rematch happening 11 years later this year on Netflix. I don't even know what to say about this. I guess we could talk about it. Let's get right into the video. I have no idea what to think of this. I would say I'm shocked at this. Originally, so let's go over the details. Floyd versus Mike gets announced 2 weeks ago to be, I believe, on Netflix. I believe it's on Netflix or another platform in the Congo, right? And then a week after that, it comes out. Floyd announces that he signed a deal with a sports network to, I believe, like they're gonna co-host a fight or something like that, or co-promote it, and he's gonna be coming back professionally to put his record on the line, which means, AKA, no more exhibition fights. Exhibition fights don't draw as much money as it was if his record was on the line. Basically, cash grab shit. But looking at his list of options, I think the two main ones were Manny Pacquiao or Canelo. I think a lot of people were shifting in between that. I don't think Floyd would go up to 168 to fight Canelo. I don't know, but those were the two fights that were shopping around if he were to come back and do a pro debut. Which leads us back to now, and he's gonna fight Manny Pacquiao at the Spear at that. This is a ultimate cash out fight. Reports come out as well that Floyd has to pay back taxes. He's suing El Heyman and PBC and Showtime, so it looks like this is like a fight that to where he needs the money. Which I'm not too mad at, bro. Just get the money. I'm tired of these exhibitions anyways. I would rather them be pro bouts. The bad thing about this is it's just it being on Netflix. And I know a lot of people gonna look at that and go, what do you mean by that? A lot of people look at Netflix and like chunk it in with actual pay-per-view boxing. And I don't believe the two can coexist. I believe Netflix is its own entity, pay-per-view boxing is its own entity. I can't say that Floyd Pacquiao is gonna be the biggest fight in combat sports of the year when the fight is on Netflix, where hundreds of millions of users are doing it at the cost of virtually nothing, a fraction of the cost of what a boxing pay-per-view is. I don't know. It just really doesn't really resonate with me, because people who are not on to boxing are just gonna open Netflix, see the fight, and click on it, and then that counts as a viewer. You know what I mean? I don't really put too much stock in it being on Netflix, saying that it's gonna be a huge fight. But looking at this fight, I'm gonna watch it. I can't lie to you. Do I really care about it? Do I think Floyd's gonna win? Do I think Manny's gonna look? Oh yes, like I mentioned before, he did not look good versus Barrios. If Barrios decided to say, "Hey, I'm not gonna pull punches," that fight would not have been a draw. Now looking at this fight, Floyd, looking at Floyd fighting Asia and things like that, he still looks good. I think he's gonna do the exact same thing he did to Manny, but at a much slower pace. This fight's not gonna be fun to watch, dude. It's not gonna be fun to watch. I hope people understand. It's not gonna be a fun watch. Manny, neither nor Floyd are as twitchy or as the reflexes aren't there anymore. Especially Manny, a guy who really depends on his legs. The older you get, muscles wear down and things like that. No, this is not gonna be a fun watch at all for me. But I'm gonna still tune in because it's Floyd and Pacquiao. It kind of has that appeal to it, which is why I think a lot of people are gonna gravitate towards it. I think we all know Manny is nowhere near closest to what he used to be when they first fought, or when they were supposed to fight back in the day. He's probably not gonna win this fight. We all know Floyd is gonna be Floyd. You know what I mean? And to me, it's just like it's gonna be one of those fights to where everybody knows that Floyd's going. He's gonna beat him. Manny's not like that. Now, if Floyd was fighting Devin, Brian Norman, who else is at 147? Teofimo's moving up there. If he was fighting one of those guys, then I'll be like, a little bit interesting. All right. If he was fighting Ryan, a little bit interesting. Tank, that's interesting you are. But this is just like, it's gonna be something to turn on and watch and chill with the homies with. I think that's what this is, honestly. But you can say this kind of forces the hand of boxing to put on more big fights, because recently within combat sports, a lot of nostalgia fights have been going on. Mike Tyson, Floyd. You got Jake. No, well, that's not really a nostalgia fight, but the big nostalgia novelty fights. Ronda Rousey, Gina Carano. Both. Gina Carano hasn't fought in 20 years. You know, I mean, she's been retired since like what, 09? Something like that. That's crazy. You look at this fight with Manny and Floyd. It's just like so many gimmick and novelty fights are happening to where they're feeding off of the nostalgia. That's going, excuse me, that's going on a lot in media right now, and I feel like Netflix is capitalizing on it. But I think for boxing, they have to put on the biggest and best fights. I believe to this day right now, the two biggest fights right now that could happen: Conor McGregor, Topuria. We got Ryan Garcia, Devin Haney, Conor McGregor, Islam, Topuria, Makhachev. Those are the four biggest fights in combat sports currently right now that can happen. Obviously, John Jones, Tom Aspinall, John Jones, Ngannou. You get what I mean, but I think those are the fights that really, really will resonate and be extremely large fights, larger than life fights that can rival this. And I think they need to happen to kind of, you know, not make sure the tip scales, because if they see the tail skipping over, they're gonna be like, let's do another novelty fight. Next, we're gonna get fucking Rocky and Ivan Drago too. You know what I mean? We're gonna get fucking Creed and what was Andre Ward character in the movie? You know, we're gonna get what was Danny Wheeler? We're gonna get Danny Wheeler in Creed 3. I'm not trying. I'm not trying to see these motherfucking fights, but y'all let me know down below in the comment section what you guys think. It has been Jay with Fight Pulse. Like, comment, and subscribe again. Let me know what you think about Floyd, Manny Pacquiao 2. See you guys next time.